go, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. This is your guy, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. And we're back today. Listen, this is the podcast where we take a little time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary. All right? Just that simple. You clicked on the thumbnail, you know what it is. Like, subscribe, share. There are more like-minded nerds like myself out there in the world. There are more like-minded folks like myself out there in the world. Share this with them. Let them hear my voice. Let them dive in and enjoy the conversation with you. Like I said, we're going to explore the extraordinary here all the ways, all the time. That's what we do here on Oh That's Right in the podcast. So you clicked on the thumbnail. You're like, all right, what's up, nerdy? You king of the nerds now or something? No, I'm not king of the nerds. I promise you I'm not. But this is what I have to tell you guys out there. The DCUE or DCU or DCUEE, however you want to call it, James Gunn universe is what I'm going to call it. I'm talking to you guys directly today, okay? Because simple, I know. What we're not going to do is we're not going to turn this into Kevin Feige versus James Gunn. And what we're not going to do is we're not going to look at WB head chairperson as we are looking at Bob Iger, okay? It's not what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to sit back and we're going to enjoy good content creation from the mind of James Gunn when it comes to rebooting the DCU and taking it somewhere that we have not seen before. That's what we're going to do, nerds. Comic book nerds, I'm talking to y'all. This I did a whole show. Oh, y'all got to excuse me. You see, this makes me uncomfortable to talk about this, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to be uncomfortable to have the uncomfortable conversations. You got to be uncomfortable and you got to say what you need to say. You guys, adaptation, understand what the word means, understand the whole meaning of it. I did a show on it. Go click it, link somewhere right up there. I put it up there. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Go find it. Adaptations. Understand, there was a time in a period where we had to go to a store to find our content that resonated with us. We had to go find these stories that resonated with us, that made us forget what reality was, and we lived in a whole total different universe with Batman, Superman, Green Arrow, Flash, which y'all know I don't like because, you know, the obvious reason he wants to keep changing and trying to save his mother. Sir, you can't do it, okay? Neither here nor there, all right? But here's the thing. We live in this world of reality that you see right now. This world that you hear my voice in, it's reality. Here's the kicker. I'm not going to tell you what to say, but I am going to tell you what not to say. I'm going to tell you what not to do. I'm going to tell you that I enjoy seeing wonderful content put out that came from the pages of a little thin comic book and brought to life, even if it is an adaptation. I love the fact that the more of these come out and the more of these make money, the more that the studios, the big exec says, I don't understand it, but they're making us money, so put money, give them money and let them do what they do. The DCU, DC's universe, they have been killing in animation for years. Batman is a cash cow, and he's going to continue to be the dominant cash cow that he is, just like Spider-Man is for Marvel and Sony. They have their cash cow. DC has their cash cow, which is Batman. Batman has to find his way into everything, no matter what. A mention, an Easter egg, a shadow. Talking about you, Creature Commandos. James Gunn knows. And all I'm saying is, we nerds, comic book nerds, the ones who read the comic books, the ones who get so immersed in the comics, we do know that there are different story runs. We do know that there are different story writers. when it comes to the comic books, it's not just one continuous line through and through. How many times have this been rebooted? How many times have we started over and we get these different adaptations or these different versions of the characters that we love? Still maintaining who they are at the core, of course. When we get on these platforms, YouTube, TikTok, all of the platforms, Instagram, and we start bitching and complaining about the content is not as good, is not as great, then I have a problem. Because now what you're going to do is, if the big companies start and the big execs start listening to us, they're going to start giving less money. Okay, I am a fan of appreciation of art. If it's great, I'm going to highlight that it's great. If it needs some love, some tender, some TLC, I will dish it up, but I won't dish it up so harsh. I'm still going to go pay my money to go see it. So they still will make money, but they still need to listen to us and make the changes that we are still entertained. Just like it's no different from what the WWE does. The WWE listens to its fans. They make the adjustments right there on the fly, and they keep it pushing. With DC, with James Gunn at the helm now, he is a person of social media. He knows how to work Twitter. He responds to fans. He talks to us in these forums. He got a vision. He has a vision that he's going to execute, and he's going to bring us something. I believe he's going to bring us something wonderful with this DCU. Now, listen, here's the deal. We all know this. For years, DC has been unmatched when it comes to the animation. Hands down. Creature Commandos. Pick any Justice League Crisis Infinity War, right? Crisis on Infinite Earth. Pick any one of those. You can go to HBO Max right now and you go down all the DC animation shows, you will not be disappointed. I have yet to watch one of those animations where I'm like, man, they could have done better on this one. No, I appreciate the story for what the story is. Even that whole one that they dropped on Amazon with the whole Batman Noir, and even when they flipped the Penguin and how the Penguin backstory was, I wasn't mad at that. And then I wasn't mad at the story. I wasn't mad at the story. It was still engaging. It was still compelling. As a comic books pulled us in because it was interesting. It was engaging. It had us wanting to know what's next. What's going to happen next. So I feel like James Gunn understands the task at hand is keep the folks excited about what's next. What's going to happen next? Let me keep my people excited about what's going to happen next. The Superman movie. I'm not a Superman fan whatsoever. Batman is my guy, okay? Batman is more of an alien than Superman is. Superman has the attributes and the physical and all the extra enhanced things of an alien, but he is a human. I understand that scene where he's arguing with Lex Luthor, and even that little that came out with James Gunn and him arguing about how that scene was going to go, listen, Superman in reality is more human than Batman. I say that. I believe it. Neither here nor there. Because I don't like Superman, the movie was good. I was not disappointed. The story, I'm glad we didn't have to do a true origin story. I'm glad that there were bright colors. I'm glad that Mr. Terrific was there. I'm glad that we got to see Peacemaker. Shout out to John Cena for making that character just that more interesting and just like OMG, right? I love the fact that the thought is, hey, I'm going to go tell y'all all the story. These people have been here. This is not like something brand new that the world is just now getting used to. These folks have been here. These metahumans have been here. And it's not uncommon to see them. So now we know that there are monsters coming. We know that we're dealing with the kaijus and all of that. It is awesome. The stories that James Gunn and team are going to, in the next couple of years, put in front of our plates, it's going to feel like the Infinity Saga, where everybody was hanging on every freaking, thing that Marvel put out. Oh my God, it's gonna be gold. Yeah. Are they gonna bring in $1 billion? No, they're not. Those days right now are not there. There are so many options for us. Think about it. I know what it costs for me to take my family to the movies, and damn is what I have to say is damn. Okay, if I want to go and watch, okay, it is a hefty freaking penny, right, for a family of five. For a family of five, okay, I'm spending about $1.60. Is it $1.60? I'm gonna say max probably about $1.60, just depending, because I have one child that's under the age that's gonna get the reduced ticket. That reduced ticket is still gonna be about $10. My tickets and the other boys' tickets, we're gonna run about $20 a ticket. That's $60 plus the 10. We're looking at 70. I take my lady with me, then there goes another what? We're looking at $90 right there. We ain't even got popcorn. So if we get the popcorn, we get the sodas, everybody that's 5 sodas. The sodas are like $7 a pop. That's another 30 right off bat. But Google has this nice little option. If you have one of those beautiful TVs, I have like a Sony TV, Bravia. Ooh, shout out to them. Ha 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 ha. Give me a sponsorship, please. You can buy it at home, $30. Pop. Buy it, rent it right there. Guess what? I already have popcorn at the house. I have a popcorn machine in my crib, but woo, got it off Amazon, buddy. I buy the kernels from the store. Little to nothing. It's probably about $5. Real kernels, little oil, pop it. We good to go. Everybody pop their own popcorn. We went to the store. We got, whatever drink you want. If we're drinking water, probably bought some 2 for $3 drinks or whatever. Still way less than $100. $30 for the movie. The whole family's gonna sit there. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be able to lay down in our covers or whatever. We're gonna watch it for 24 hours. We know that we have to get it done within that 24 hours. We're gonna do it. Done. We're gonna enjoy it in our household. Simple. Whole difference from 160 plus to $30. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about us nerds being too harsh and rage baiting and clickbaiting and putting these things. Oh, are they fatigued? Are they this? Are they that? Listen, I want y'all to understand something. Marvel, for all of the folks who are saying that Marvel has lost their touch, they have not. They have not. Okay? Brave New World, good. Thunderbolts, good. Okay? Fantastic Four, good. Why didn't people show up to the theaters to see it? Because it is expensive to go to the theaters. Here's the kicker. Bob Iger wants to sell toys. He likes to sell toys. If you put that type of pressure on, oh, we need you to get this out. Hey, we don't want to do no spoilers. Hey, we know we're in the age of information, and we know that you can spill the plot of this and you can spill the plot of that. Sometimes less is more. I felt like when it came to Fantastic Four, I heard so much crap about Fantastic Four before it even came out that kind of like oversaturated, like no matter what, no matter how great the movie was, I was still going to be like, I expected more. When you told us about, oh, there's a scene at the end, the Doom scene, don't really care, right? What do I have to care about it? I've heard about it. I know that Doom was going to be in there some way, somehow, and it was nothing that was just really just like, oh my God, it's setting up the next. No, we got to wait till next December. It doesn't freaking matter, okay? It doesn't freaking matter. So let's take a chill pill. Let's take a dial back, nerds. Let's take a dial back when it comes to just being so hard on Kevin Feige, James Gunn, and the way that they are putting this content out. We understand that they have people that they have to report to. Those people are going to want results. Those people want your dollars. They want my money. They want your money. Sometimes they're going to rush those great minds to put out some work so that they can get our money. Well, in that turn, when they do that, we suffer. We don't like to suffer, guys. Let's be honest. We do not like to suffer. So because you don't want to suffer and I don't want to suffer, let's not suffer, okay? That's what I can tell you. Let's not suffer. So with that being said, let's not suffer. That's all I'm going to say. It gets ugly. It gets ugly when we come on our platforms and we talk shit about the great content that we want to see. Here's the deal. They're going to tell their stories. They're going to tell it their way. James Gunn is going to the Superman movie that we saw, it pulled from different elements of Superman and gave us this story that we saw, the adaptation that we saw on screen. We never seen that in the comics. We never seen that. That wasn't page for page that he went and picked up a comic book and said, oh, I'm gonna go page for page and this is that. It's not that. The movie was good. I'm not upset at any comic book movie that has come out this year. In 2025, I'm dating it. In 2025, there's not a bad movie that came out, a bad comic book movie that came out. The movies did what they were supposed to do. Even when you go, oh, look at the rewrites and this and that, and hey, this should have been out a couple years ago, or, we had to keep on doing this and we had to change some things because of the red tape behind the scenes that we don't know nothing about. Whatever's going on back there, let them do. This whole, we're going to put a pause and we're going to give some extra time for this Doomsday Avenger. Good. Right? Don't microwave what I fell in love with. Keep it coming. Keep it with the quality. James Gunn is going to bring so much quality to the DCU. We hope. If it doesn't, he's going to hear about it and he's going to do what he does. He's listening. He's looking. But let's not rage bait. Let's not clickbait people. Let's not make people think that it's garbage. Let's appreciate it for what it is. See, here's my thing. DCU, the DC animation has been kicking ass. The TV shows are a hit and miss. The TV shows can be a huge hit and miss. But let's go. The last one, The Penguin, which is part of Dan Reeves' Batman. That was great. Let's look at this whole Gotham Knights show. It started off, but now by the end of it, I was invested and it actually grew on me, but it took a minute. It had a slow start. And by the time mid-season, you go, okay, damn. It took too long to get me to care about the characters, but that's just DC. I don't know who is control of their TV shows over there. They're live TV shows. I don't know who's control of those. But those, I know that it came from the CW, and I know that, listen, me and CW shows, I'm kind of like, it doesn't matter if you're DCU. I don't matter if you're Supernatural. It doesn't matter if you're a Gilmore Girl or whatever. All of those shows over there for me, like, the best show for me live is always going to be Smallville. Arrow, Smallville is my go-to. And the writing, but that was like a origin story that once that was told, in my opinion, his origin story never needs to be told again. The TV show, if you watch the TV show sets it up for all the movies in the future. It gives you the backstory. If we say, hey, this solid piece of work right here, no matter what story we tell or no matter what adaptation we go with after this piece of work sets the tone for he went through all of these things in every universe, and Smallville is that show. And then he goes off and then he does whatever. If you can create something like that, then you won, in my opinion. You won. So now I don't have to go back and tell the story because that was a great work of art. It's already been done. Leave it there. Let's make that canon, and then we can change things as we need to on the fly. Well, in that universe, or we're in this universe, but the backstory is the exact same, and all of those things happen. Now, who we have here, we can deal with what's going on today. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Batman, if we want to go Gotham, I'm rewatching Gotham right now, and I'm gonna throw a CPT review up on it. And right now, I'm just gonna tell you this: I'm still in season 1, and I forgot how long this damn season was. I just want you to know that it is better the 4th time around watching this, because if you're not familiar with Gotham, right, which we all know Gotham is synonymous with Batman, but if you're just watching this show, it's a cop show. It's a show about corrupted cops that has a bunch of crazies in the city, and just so happened there's a kid named Bruce Wayne whose parents died, and he's really rich, and he's trying to figure out who killed him. But there's a lot of other stuff going on that can take you away. Like, the Bruce Wayne is a side quest in Gotham as a whole. Neither here nor there. That could be canon. That's what it started. We don't have to go back and retell Batman's story, because that is that. We already see how he became Batman. A lot of people like to say the night that Bruce Wayne's parents died, he became Batman. No, it took him a minute to get there. It took him a minute to get there to understand that, hey, he is Batman. It took him a minute to get there, but how did he go from there? Because you can't just go there from a drop of a dime. Oh my God, I hate everybody. No. They do a good job of showing you the progression of, I'm a scared little boy. I blame myself for my parents' murder, their death, and then here we go. How do I get to this point to where I still want to be righteous, and I don't want to kill people, and I want to I want to serve justice. We see some of those. That is a side quest in the show Gotham. Like I say, stay tuned. It'll be on the channel, CPT reviews. I'll do it once I'm finished watching all of the seasons, because I don't want to review it season by season. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But back to this. We can't kill James Gunn. We can't kill Kevin Feige. What we're going to do is what I'm asking all of the nerd community to do is ease up. I know that we got to make money. I know that we're making content. Ease up. Ease up. And be mindful of your titles that you're putting out there. Be mindful of what you're saying, because think about it. We got it now. It's here. We have more content than just the books. We have the books. We have the animation shows. We have the live action shows. We have the movies. We are still a huge part, and they want our dollars, because anytime any comic book movie comes out, we're going to go to the theaters to watch it. We're going to show up. But if everybody even the guys who aren't truly into comics, such as we are growing up reading page by page, these folks are hopping on their platforms and they're telling, oh, this is me. No. You know, they've been asked. Y'all don't even know the stories. Y'all don't understand that the story has changed. Y'all don't understand that these people are still who they are at the core. But y'all want to get on here and say, oh, it was trash, it was ass. No, you don't understand, because you didn't grow with these characters. You didn't you don't have an attachment to these characters. And now it's more like, hey, we got 2 hours to put together something, but we got to make sure that the folks who don't know this, we got to make them care about these characters within a 2 hour period, or even before a 2 hour period. We got to make sure that they relate to them within the first 30 minutes, and then we got an hour and 30 minutes to make this the best movie that we possibly can. And if you don't do it the right way in the first 30 minutes, we're going to say that it moves too slow. And then because it moves too slow, people going to walk out, people going to fall asleep, people going to say that the movie was ass and they didn't even see the entire movie. So with that being said, we nerds, we need to preserve our content that is being created for us and that is being put out there. And I believe that all of you guys can agree. Superman, good. Fantastic Four, good. Thunderbolts, good. Brave New World, when you go back and rewatch it, you can go back and rewatch it. It's good. Those are 4 movies that came out this year that are good. There's no reason for us to kick their back in. There's no reason for us to dissect other than saying, hey, here go all these Easter eggs, fun things that we saw in the comics. These are great movies. These are good movies. These are movies that you would watch again if they came on TV. The moment that they hit their streaming platforms, you know that you're going to watch it. I'm pretty sure once they make Superman available, I'll be watching it on HBO Max. I'll be probably buying the digital version of it as well, because I want to support the things that I love. And one of the things that I love is comic books and adaptations of comic books, and putting them on the big screen, putting them on the small screen. I'm going to support it all, and my dollars are going to get that. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Musical selection coming right up. Everybody else on YouTube, y'all already know what it is. Y'all can guess what this is, and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Listen, this is about to be a closeout. Listen, YouTube, you guys gotta go on the DSPs and listen. Yo, that song, never mind. Just go to DSPs and you'll understand the closeout. The closeout is this. These stories, these characters, we grew up with them. We read the books. Our art is now in our face. It's on the big screens. Something that we never thought would happen. The masses are coming into our culture, our nerd culture, our comic culture, our DCUs, MCUs. They're coming into anime, Luffy D, Naruto, right? Demon Slayer. The list goes on. There are people who haven't been introduced to these things, but now they're finding them. The Comic Cons are becoming bigger. The fan expos are becoming bigger because people are now saying, oh, this is kind of dope. This is dope. This is something that we want. They're coming in and they're happy. They're first time, like they're getting excited about the things that we've been excited about for years. It's still progressing, right? We can't take away anything that the writers, the artists have done in the years before. But what we don't need to do is shit on the writers, the artists, and the beautiful minds that are trying to bring us the product today. Right? We can't do that. We can't keep doing that. We waited to get to this point. Now that we're here, we're not going to self-destruct and shit on our culture, our nerd culture, our comic book, our anime. We're not going to shit on that, and so that they stop putting dollars into this, and then we don't get any more stories, or we just get the stories that are in the comics, and then it goes back from being big to just being this small little thing where we're back in our comic book shops and we're only talking with 1 or 2 people who have the time to actually sit there in a comic book shop and talk. But nah, let's be mindful of how we talk about what we love. It's okay to criticize. It's okay to say, hey, I didn't like this or whatever. But let's not rage bait. Let's not clickbait these folks. Let's not get it to the point to where it's just like we're shitting on the thing that we love. If you love something, you don't shit on it. You don't. You just don't. We want it to keep. We want them to keep making these things. We want them to keep putting these stories on Front Street so that we can have we got our piece of the pie. Like, we're at the table. We're at the big table now. Hey, it's not only just Hollywood making blockbuster movies. It's James Gunn making blockbuster movies for the DCU universe. It's Kevin Feige behind the mind behind Marvel and creating these movies. Now, Sony, hey, now listen, you doing that shit to yourself, okay? With the Spider-Man universe, y'all doing that shit to yourself. Ain't nothing I can say about that. Y'all are doing that y'all damn self, okay? Now, some of the complaints are warranted, but I understand that you're not trying to have that business thing. Y'all trying not to have it to revert back to Marvel itself, and y'all want to keep that cash cow that is Spider-Man. I get that, but Jesus, y'all are doing it yourself, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't have to get into details. Y'all know what y'all doing, Sony. Fix that whole shit. Get y'all some new writers. Do something, because y'all can make it happen. I just don't think y'all care to make it happen. But neither here nor there. Listen, it's our stuff. It's our craft. It's what we fell in love with. Let's not shit on it. That's it. That's all. Listen, this is Old That's Random, the podcast where we take a little time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary. I am your guy, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. Listen, you made it this far. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for listening to me. I know I went on a rant, but it's much needed. Nerds, y'all already know what it is. Until next time, I'm out.